Welcome back to X4. And more money comes in. Not very much, but enough. And we're now on version 1.5 of Press Escape. Now this is in beta at the moment as I'm recording. It may well already be out by the time you actually look at this, but take a look at your actual main menu and see whether it is. If it is already released, good. If not, then it should be before Christmas, so you shouldn't have much time to wait. The patch notes are out for this, and I've put them in the description below. They do require you to have an Ecosoft account, a forum account, and just to log in to see them because they're for testers. Obviously, the main patches are available publicly, but this is just for testers. And there's a lot of them. There are many, many fixes in 1.5. And the top of the list is added option for Betty to speak target names. So as we target things, it may well read things out, presumably whether it has actually the audio or not. And, well, there's a whole bunch of different things to hear. Improve performance with AMD GPUs. So if you have an AMD graphics card, then, well, you'll hopefully enjoy this. And then a whole bunch of things like laser towers, being able to track targets better, improving traders, supplying shipyards and wharfs. I won't read the patch notes out. Feel free to take a look yourself and see whether it actually impacts your game. There's quite a few of them with various mission fixes and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, to get started this episode, what I'm going to do is get a new mission. Now, I've just accepted it, and we've... here it is. An economic boost. It's nearly 5 million, and it's... Thankfully, it's the same, roughly the same requirements. 3x2x4 in this case, 5 turrets and 30,000 container storage capacity. Now, I could cheap out and get one container, because that should be exactly what one container can do. However, I wanted to see whether us saving that plot once it was actually working and planting it back down again from scratch will fix the whole issue with turrets. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just create a plot and put it down in the right spot. So let's just create a plot. So it will be 3, 2, and 4. So let me just correct this, 3, 2, 4, and it should auto-correct these to pluses and minus Zs. Or maybe not. Let's just do that. There we go. And yes, it has corrected now. Good. And that has now updated the mission, I think, because that circle, that sphere has gone. So I'm going to buy the license for that and continue. Now I'm then going to be able to load a plan. Mission 5 turret, 50k storage. And we can assign or hire a builder. Zoom out. Select a builder. And pretty much confirm changes. Okay, now that is just going to build the station once I assign some credits. It hasn't have any credits yet. So let me just, is it this one? No, this one. Yes, there we go. So why don't we just go into property owned. There we go. Right click. Manage funds here, I guess. Yeah, but we can see how much it actually needs easier if we just go to plan the build. There we go. Manage buy offers. Estimated price to buy all resources 1.153 million. Is that what it said on the other screen? It's entirely possible. And available for construction, nothing. Okay. So we're trading 1.153. There we go. Confirm. For 5, essentially, plus a little bit for the plot. Now, this mission doesn't require 2 container storages. Just bear in mind, I'm just leaving it because I want to test this feature out, whether it actually works fine. So you can get a bit more profit than that from your mission if you pick up this one. Ooh, we're down to 246,000. That's not enough. I haven't set these up for auto trading yet, so I will set those up now. But let's see how that progresses while I do that off camera. And just one other note there, they've also released a manual for the game. So it's in the form of a wiki. I will also put that down below as well. A couple of questions that people had was things like, how do you fly things in formation? So if we wanted, say, for example, say, let's say we wanted our elite vanguard, which is actually on the front of the ship. It's right there. It's docked with us at the moment because I don't have a captain. I sent the captain to the manager of the last factory. Anyway, if we wanted to get that to, once had a captain, to protect, let's say, another ship, to fly in formation with it and have the other ship, you know, be the leader of the formation, all we need to do is select it and then right-click on another ship. I'm not sure it'll let me do this at the moment because I've, yeah, I can't, it doesn't have anyone on board. What if I just pick a random ship? If we just pick, say, this Mercury Vanguard and then right-click on this one, do I get an option? Yeah, so assign role defend should do it. And then, once that's done, we can right-click on the other one and then give it the formation options. Okay, bad news for me. We can assign the formation options from the leader. I will show that a little bit more once I've got all these set up and stuff like that, because I'm going to be buying a couple of combat ships. Well, quite a few combat ships eventually, but yeah, I will show them in formation. Ideally, I want them flying in 2s or 3s, that kind of thing, just in case, for pirate activity. And while setting these traders up, people do keep asking this, and I do keep covering it, but just to nail the point home, you do need to have at least 3 stars on your captain in order to set up auto trading. Now, let me just confirm this. So I want to show you an example of one that can't, because I get it exactly the same as you do. So if you have a look at information, this guy has only got 2 stars, which means I can't change this whole position to auto trade. So I have the same problem myself when I buy things. And if you want to alleviate that, all that we're going to do with this guy to get him to train up is just to get him to explore, really. So we've got him selected, and we just tell him to explore a system. In this case, why don't you just explore Argon Prime? So they're going to leave, hopefully, in a second or two, and they're going to explore, and we'll just leave them there for a few hours, and that should actually level them up. I guess I'm going to just... I'm just going to change the name of this one, though. So, name. And just so that I can refer back to this later, I'm going to put TD training 1. Okay. So I know from the list exactly that I have this one training. And he's just training by flying around and trying to find something. Well, not that he'll find something, but he'll get experience in flying around. That's the most important part. Pat on the head. Good pilot. I come back with more than 2 stars. And just to show you what I'm choosing to trade, I'm assuming that lots of ships are going to get blown up, and as such, well, I'm going to give orders to them, go and fetch engine parts and hull parts and shield components, etc. This kind of stuff, and we'll see how well they actually do auto trading with those kind of things. We're going to do those instead of food, just because these will actually sell for more money and that kind of stuff. So our stations will be producing food, or at least the main station I'm going to have. The second one will obviously be more about making these kind of things, but that will take time to build and credits to build, more importantly. However, I'll have them set up for these goods, and I'm not going to restrict the gate distance. They can go anywhere as far as I'm concerned, and I'll be going placing more satellites, etc. And hopefully the auto trading system is better than it was at launch. Should be, but we'll try it, and I'll report back in a few minutes. I also did get a comment last episode, basically saying, yeah, so there's a few things. Oh, actually, we got a Zen raiding party. Are you coming after me? Hopefully not. There was a couple of things that I could actually try. One thing I would like to try is just to see if I can teleport to... Yep, I can teleport to the Xenon Wharf. Let's go and have a look at what it looks like. There we go. This is the Xenon.
System matrix number 9.
They even have a shop. Look, a shop for other Xenon. Oh, can we actually go and trade? I have to go and see if we can buy stuff from the Xenon. I mean, they don't like us. They really don't. But, you know, they have a shop. I assume this will be patched out, guys. At least I hope so. Or rather, you should be shot on sight. There doesn't appear to be anyone here. The artificial intelligence clearly... Oh, no. Oh, no trader. Oh, can we build stuff here? No, guess we can't. Such a shame. But does that let me see anything around? Not really. Okay, fair enough. No problem. I guess we can teleport back. Just thought I'd go and see them. See if they're having a bit of a nicer time. teleport back to our ship quickly before they get extremely annoyed with me. And raiding parties from the Xenon.
Elite.
No,
Vanguard.
that's my ship. It's docked.
M.
It just says M. Betty isn't terrible or terribly good. However, yeah, let's just make sure we increase speed and see if we can catch this Xenon, who is coming to, well, raid our ships. Again, we don't have terribly many at the moment, but here we go. Again, I want that 5-gun Paranid ship. I just don't have the resources for it right now. Oh, trying to ram me, are you? Yeah. Nope, that's not going to work. Obviously, yeah, I'm the universe's most elite pilot with auto aim. And slow down. And or stop even. Click. Tuning software. I'll take that. Press and hold 0. Keep getting people asking about that as well. 0 is just the not 0. Oh, sorry. That's just the default key map for it. But yep, tractors anything in. Cool. So eliminated another very tiny, very small, very timid Xenon. More dastardly Xenon. I'm just gonna fly past it. Yes, I'm gonna overshoot it. That's fine with me. And we've dropped in. We're around 3 kilometers away. Did that hit you? Oh, yes, it did. Yep, you didn't like that at all. Nope, I'm using lateral thrusters in an attempt to avoid, and that's not actually working. But shields are down. And it has turrets. But so do I. And I've still got half of my shields. I'm not sure what the AI is actually doing. I mean, you could try and avoid me like that, but it's not going to work terribly. And more importantly, I should get some reputation for this. I am at dead stop. I did let it target me. There's only one, so I didn't need to explicitly fly around or anything like that. No loot? No loot drop? Oh, such a shame. Yeah, nothing to target. Why don't we get a little bit closer and let's see if there's anything off my radar? Although I don't think so. No. And that's the wreckage. Alright, back to regular activities. Hopefully I get some loot. However, I did get some loot from a previous ship. If we just have a look in my player screen, my inventory. Basic weapon chamber, I just got. Nevidium crystallite and tuning software you saw me get before. So this was from another small ship, the basic weapon chamber. Remember the mods? Yep, the basic weapon chamber was one of the basic items I needed to be able to modify my current ship. So yes, I could improve the weapons in some way now. Cool. I like that idea a lot. I did also install a mod. Now, I haven't really covered mods, and this is only available on the next mods at the moment. There will be Steam Workshop support later. One other thing that if you install mods, it will come up as modified here on your menu screen. In this case, it's nothing cheaty whatsoever. It's giving me extra information more than anything else. So I consider it okay. However, do be aware, if you do install mods, you may have problems loading games if you uninstall the mods from a game that had the mod installed. So just think about that first. In any case, I'll put a link to the particular mod I'm talking about in question below. It's called, in the description below. It's called Player Tradeship Buy Notifications. Now, what that actually does is here in our logbook, normally you only see these. The sell notifications, the amounts that you get. However, that doesn't tell you when the traders go and buy stuff, because they're going to go buy it to sell it. And for instance, can we actually see it down here? So that's something buying it. So yeah, 3,000 credits down. But if we scroll down a little bit more, we want one of our traders. Now, they're not doing much at the moment, because that's why I'm flying around dropping satellites. So I want an instance. Nope, not there. Not there. There we go. TD007, one of my traders, bought 328 hull parts from a hull part factory and minus 129. Now, if TD007 ever sells those, I'll be able to take the two amounts and be able to tell exactly how much profit I made. Without this information, you can't really tell how much profit you've made very easily. In fact, I can't think of a way of doing it short of going and seeing what the price of the goods are and working out manually. So I did consider it useful to have that information. If you're not worried about it, don't install it. However, good luck figuring out if your traders are making money or how much they're making. Now, I wasn't getting very many sales at all with hull parts. In fact, the traders were just hanging around in Argon Prime not doing anything, despite the fact I'm deploying satellites all over the universe. So I took out of hull parts, I got them to dump their cargo, because that seems to be the only way of getting them to restart activity. If anyone knows any better way of restarting activity other than dumping the parts, you could go and try and sell them somewhere, but yeah, that's not a good way. It might be nice if they realise they've gone and they've gone and bought something they can't sell, and they decide, hey, I'm not just going to sit here, I'm going to go and do something. Anyway, complaints over. I took out hull parts and added pretty much all the high-tech components. The stuff that wasn't obviously food. And let's just have a look over here. If we just go to, let's say, Argon Prime, this trader 001. And in behavior, you'll see it's buying field coils and selling field coils. Here's the list of goods that I added to it. You'll notice, if I add the show the rewards, here's the stuff that isn't added to it. So all the food stuffs, the low-level stuff, I've left off. I've also taken off Tellurium, I'm never going to pronounce that right, refined metals, and I will leave that alone for now. It would be extraordinarily nice if the developers would create either a way to save this set of stuff as a template, or to copy and paste orders, because it is a pain to set this up for each trader. Granted, once you've got the recipe right, you only have to set it up once per trader, but, just a small complaint there. In any case, they are now buying and selling. Now, you'll see my my credit up there is bouncing up and down. It was just 3 million. It has now dropped to 1.7. What's essentially happening is I think they're buying Claytronics, and Claytronics are, for each one, it's like 4,000 credits plus. So if they buy 1,000 of them, you can imagine that's 5 million credits gone. So yeah, you may not want to have them buy Claytronics. Let's just see if it's in the list. Well, that's what it sold, 340 Claytronics for 1.5 million. So yeah, I didn't see an actual listing for it buying more. Something's been bought anyway, and maybe that's a slight bug, but no, it seems it really should be showing up. Maybe it's delayed. In any case, we have that available. Now, I've got 1.7 million left, of course, and we still have our factory. Here it is, plan build. It's 90% of the last module done now, and it just needs 3. Of course, it needs 3 whole parts. Ah, dear. Okay, so something should go along and supply those hull parts. And in fact, we could probably up that a little bit, I guess. Encourage them to actually to buy it. It's only 1,500 credits, so yeah, we'll see. Now, while that was going on, I decided to go and make sure I got some reputation with the Paranid. Easiest way to do that was come out to the Paranid systems. So here I'm here in Trinity Sanctum 7. I'm exploring, putting satellites down, the usual kind of stuff. And when I arrived in here, there was Xenon. Just a raiding party, 2 or 3 ships, etc. So every time you kill one of them, depending where you are and what it's harassing, you will get reputation and, of course, some credits. So that's another useful way to get reputation. Also, if anyone knows there's a mod to remove the sound from these notifications, I don't mind them popping up, but the sound is getting a little bit chafing given how many traders I've got, and I've only got a very small number of traders compared to how many we probably will end up getting, and miners. And yeah, it can be a little bit annoying, and once we get CETA installed on a ship, to speed up time, that's going to go berserk, I would imagine. So yeah, if anyone knows a mod, or indeed an option in the game settings, do let me know. I couldn't find one to remove the notification sound or setting or something like that. Anyway, back on to exploring. We will now be treated as a friend by the Paranid. Now, lost reputation temporarily. What was that? Never mind. Paranid reputation. That's what. Excuse me. That's what I'm looking for. Paranid Wharf. Yes. Why don't I just go teleport over there? And we'll see if the representative's on here.
Sanctum 3.
Yep, God Realm of the Paranid. And, ooh, they have nicer doors.
Something hit us.
Uh-oh. Yes, something hit them. I told them to escape. Someone's trying to tell them to drop their cargo. Okay. Good luck. Yes. Anyway, Paranid are on a very interesting chair. Okay, and 3 eyes, of course. Alright, so, faction representative. Yes, receive rank.
I'm observing you and your activities with some interest. Some have called for you to be recognized. I'm not displeased to present you with a new rank within the great god realm of the Paranid. As with all honors bestowed by the Paranid, this comes with worthy benefits. Should you betray us, you will immediately lose these benefits. And shortly
It does
after,
seem like they all have the same script to work from, which seems a little bit odd.
This is a likely possibility. You will henceforth go and enjoy the rewards we have gifted you. There are a number of organizations within our empire.
Yes.
See our decision
Yes.
as a reason to approach you. With our blessing, you are expected to continue your honorable behavior. May the holy fires burn within you.
And also with you, I guess. So we're promoted, and that does mean that we should be able to get more stuff. More importantly, that means I may be able to buy another ship. Ooh, and is there lots of other stuff to actually get? Yes, there is, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. I do want to just check the licenses. Trade offers 12 million. Police license, I'm not going to worry about either just yet. Fine, safe journey. So, if I'm on the wharf already, can we just right-click and buy ships? We can. And can I buy the Nemesis? I can. So I can buy myself a Corvette. It's going to cost me 643,000 for just the chassis. However, I don't think I have... No, I don't have a huge amount of money just yet. Well, I have lots of money coming in from trades, but we actually want to make sure that that station mission is completed before I buy this ship. So, are you just waiting for that hull parts yet? Because what I could do is just send a trade ship, one of the trading ones, to just go and buy some hull parts and actually transfer it. So, plan build. Yeah, you're still waiting for 3 hull parts. Alright, so if we need to force this, we can force it. Let's go and remove all orders for TD Training 1. And then we're going to go and get to buy stuff. So we want to go and find some hull parts. Okay. It's in Argon Prime Training 1, so we may well have some hull part factories in here. Let's just turn on the trading filters, and then let's add aware for hull parts. And it is sold right over there. Yep, a hull part factory. So let's remove that for a second, and I'm going to get it to trade. Not trade offers as such, but oh no, I haven't got it selected again. I clicked off it. Trade with. I'm going to tell it to buy 3 hull parts. Confirm. Okay, the ship's going to go over there, and then I'm going to give it an order to go to wherever we're putting that station. So then that is in Hitikva's choice. Here it is, and then I'm going to tell it to fly to... let's just tell it to follow that mammoth, and that should happen in sequence, I would have thought. And can we then actually tell it to transfer? Probably only when it's close. So I'll wait for that to actually happen. We'll come back and see if we can force this station to be built.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
And I did also get reputation level 20 with the Argon. So that means I should be able to get the capital ship license. Yep, let's go and have a word with them and see if... is the script the same?
It's an honor to see you here.
Oh, thank you.
We're happy that you've continued to work alongside us.
Oh, new
and
script.
wanted to reward you for your efforts. It's an honor to present you with a new rank amongst our organization. Of course,
Admiral?
this rank comes with great
Admiral would be
benefits.
nice.
These benefits are tied to the rank, so if you lose the rank, the benefits go too. But with your record, I'm sure we won't have to worry about
That rest of that
I
script
hope
is
you
the
find these
same.
rewards fit into the work you've done, and make the most of them. Oh, and you may also find that certain organizations under our jurisdiction now have interest in you joining their ranks. Once again, thank you for your efforts. We look forward to working with you more in the future. Good luck out there.
Alright, so we're promoted to Hero of the Federation, and that in turn means we can buy capital ships. So zooming out on Argon Prime, we should be able to go and buy these. Again, I don't have enough money yet. We'll have to wait until some more comes in. Buy ships. And let's go large. Yep, so all of them are now available, so I can buy destroyers. And that looks like this. Okay. And we can also go into XLs. Can we actually buy the carrier? We can actually buy the carrier. That looks next to identical. However, it's got three prongs. It's a UK plug writ large. Okay. And of course, that is 10 million just for the chassis. The carrier, sorry, the destroyer is 4.5 million for the chassis. So yeah, they should be affordable to us fairly soon once we build up enough credits, of course. But for now, I now have the ability to buy the really, really large ships. And now our trader's here, and am I about to fly into a station? Nope, I'm gonna miss. Good. No. Is he asking me to stop? I hope not. Stop anyway. Yeah, that's fine. There's nothing on enemies. Yes, so now that our trader is where I was expecting it to be, let's go over here. Take this choice. There is a raiding party right next door. Okay. We can tell it to go and trade wares with the station, or transfer wares with. Those are both the same option. Or, transfers it to build storage. Yeah, so why don't we transfer it to the build storage? And we have hull parts, so we want to transfer those away from the ship towards the station. Confirm. And then it may take a little while. It should be actually really be transferring it to this construction vessel, but you can't right-click on the construction vessel to actually do anything there. It has to be with the station. We've got a raiding party right at the station. Okay, hopefully our trader doesn't get blown up. No harm, no foul if it does, though, because it's in training, I guess. And let's see whether, if we go into plan build, there we go. So hull parts are actually coming in, or should be. And you're bringing in turret components. Good. We'll see whether that works. And here we go. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and then we should be done. Okay. Now, it is still waiting for the turret components to come in, and that's hopefully what I would expect to happen. It'll take a little bit of time for those to arrive, of course. It's on the way, so we haven't got our money coming yet, and then we'll see, once all that's done, whether it actually requires a manager again. Yeah, we'll give it a go, but that should give us 5 million credits once it comes in. Alright, it's saying the station's now complete, so I'm going to go and test that by transferring a manager aboard, and let's see if this is the last thing required, or indeed if it's still bugged and we have to do a bit of rearranging for that to actually take and give us the money. So let's just head in and dock. There we go. So much easier to fly these small ships. I've just got a captain on board who should be able to do the job.
Successfully docked.
Alright, we'll get up.
Elite Vanguard.
And if we just go right click here, well, whoops, right click here on the Elite Vanguard itself. With no pilot on board. Yes, there is. Oh, I was just blocking him.
Hello.
I can talk to him from here, actually, and work somewhere else for me. I'll select the factory we're on. Select. Manager. Assign.
Acknowledged.
And I didn't mention it, by the way, but I did just rename the existing station ZZZ, just because it's at the bottom of the list, and that's the one we constructed last episode. Okay. You've gone. Still no mission completion? Not yet. You should have a manager, though. If we look into the mission manager. Upkeep. And did that give us money? We completed the mission acquire manager, but no mission completion yet. So yeah, it looks like we're going to have to do the same thing we did last episode. That's not a problem, but it just causes the builder to go a bit berserk and rebuild everything. And that's just really just rearranging the turrets. Alright, we'll leave it there for this episode. And we'll see you next episode for buying the actual ship. We'll get it fitted. We'll probably get it modified as well. Yep, thanks very much. And then we'll carry on with, well, probably more Xenon hunting at that point. We'll want to try it out and see how well it goes. Hopefully you join me for that episode. It'll probably be in 2 days from now. Because I have to play quite a bit between episodes, I'm spacing them out a little bit more. You can't do them daily because there's just so much to actually do in between the episodes. So hopefully you'll bear with me on that. There are a couple of other things on the channel. Graveyard Keeper, currently on a playthrough. Mod in Minecraft, and of course X3 LitCube will have more episodes too. So I hope you'll join me for those. Otherwise, as always guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for some more X4.